Hello friends. Welcome to Anime Zone Sensei. In this video I will show you top 12 most powerful God of Destruction in Dragon Ball Super. In Dragon Ball Super, there are 12 gods of destruction, with each one presiding over a different universe. Who is the strongest among them? Dragon Ball Super brought something new to the table for the Dragon Ball franchise, introducing the concept of multiple universes. Also introduced were the gods of destruction, powerful deities that can destroy planets with just the snap of their fingers. The destroyer gods came about during the Tournament of Power, and each one had their share of the spotlight. Given how powerful these dozen are, it wouldn't hurt to know which ones were the most powerful. Number 12. Ewon, Universe 1. Ewon as a god of destruction is very successful, with his universe having the highest mortal level. But when it comes to raw power, however, this furry yet gentle guy is honestly pretty weak. And it shows in his fights with the other gods of destruction. During the battle royale involving the gods, Ewon got bossed around pretty handily by Quitella and Ramshi. He also had a confrontation with Lequire and Arak in the anime, but that was a quick encounter as well. Not a very good look. Number 11. Arak, Universe 5. Much like Ewon, Arak is the god of destruction of a universe with a high mortal level. He is also one of the more meticulous gods, valuing his universe's overall safety as opposed to destroying planets at will. Arak's carefulness shows when it comes to interacting with his peers, as he showed some reluctance when he was called upon to fight Ewon and Lequire. He did show off a few moves, such as a laser beam, but on a positive note, he wasn't dispatched quickly as Ewon was. Number 10. Lequire, Universe 8. Lequire is a powerful fox demon who initially starts off with 3 tails. When he uses his Tain Energy Cannon barrage technique, he can triple his tails into 9. Special technique aside, though, he is seemingly unable to hold his own when it comes to fighting the other gods of destruction. While battling Belmod, he fired a bunch of energy blasts that barely affected Belmod at all. Lequire was also struck by an arrow fired by Helles, which would have killed him had he not held up his arm in the nick of time. Number 9. Jin, Universe 12. Jin comes from Universe 12, which has a very high mortal level. There are very few planets or living beings to destroy, which as a result made Jin very bored. One thing he can brag about, though, is that his universe perfected a time-traveling device. Jin refused to fight the other gods of destruction in the anime, leading many to assume that he knew he would win. He did show off some continuous energy bullets in the manga, but he nearly met his end at the hands of Beerus' destruction sphere. Number 8. Sidra, Universe 9. Universe 9 is ranked very low in the mortal rankings, which is an indicator of how poorly Sidra is performing at his job. Sidra also has a habit of screwing things up, as well as angering the awfully powerful Grand Priest on more than one occasion. All that said, Sidra has a reputation of being the most defense-oriented god of destruction. He can summon defense barriers, having used one in the manga to protect himself and his peers from Beerus' Hakai Blast. Not bad for an indecisive guy who seldom destroys anything. Number 7. Helles, Universe 2. Helles easily stands out the most among the Destroy gods, being the only female and the only one who looks remotely human. With her appearance based on an Egyptian god, she sees herself as the most beautiful person in the multiverse. On top of that, she is also among the most powerful female characters in the Dragon Ball canon. Helles' main weapons include her magical bow and arrows. She was able to pierce Lequire's arm with one of her arrows, although she was aiming for his head. The shot would have undoubtedly killed Lequire, if not for his quick reflexes. Number 6. Mosco/Mule, Universe 3. Mule is one of the more cunning gods of destruction, combining his strength and intelligence to outsmart anyone. He pilots a robot called Mosco and carries out most of his actions by piloting the old robot contraption. Mosco as a robot is very strong and durable, being able to withstand any attack dished out by a god of destruction. He possesses a strong grip, being able to pin down both Beerus and Liquire with just his hand. It wasn't until Kampa, Ramshi and Quitella damaged him that Mosco was down for the count. Number 5. Ramshi, Universe 10. Ramshi takes on the appearance of a Hindu god, as he's based on the Hindu elephant deity Ganesha. Was stated that this god of destruction has the strongest lungs in the multiverse, and it shows with Ramshi's special technique, Battle Roar, a move that paralyzes any foe's motor nerves. Ramshi would put his special technique to very good use in the Battle Royale, having paralyzed the other gods of destruction temporarily with his powerful Battle Roar. He would then bash his opponents out of the way before a brawl with Beerus ended his rampage. Number 4. Kampa, Universe 6. Kampa is the twin brother of Beerus, and he's even lazier than Beerus if that is hard to believe. In fact, he is so lazy that he defers most of his duties to his angelic attendant, Vados. And who knows the last time he has ever trained. While Kampa isn't the smartest tool in the shed, he makes up for it with his raw power, which matches Beerus. When he and Beerus fought over a berry on a birthday cake, the two ended up destroying multiple planets in the process. Number 3. Quitella, Universe 4. Quitella enjoys destruction, and would routinely send spies into other universes. But much like Beerus and Kampa, he has a fatal flaw of being very lazy. Playing video games and eating snacks, it's safe to say that he typically slacks off on his job. Like any mouse character in a cartoon, Quitella is very crafty, having tricked Sidra to take out Universe's 7 best fighters. He had no problem dispatching Ewon and was the last man standing in the Xeno Expo other than Beerus. There was also the time he bested Beerus in an arm wrestling match. Number 2. Belmod, Universe 11. Belmod presides over Universe 11, which is said to be the strongest universe out there. A former Pride trooper, he was responsible for training 2 candidates who are as powerful as any god of destruction out there. Was mentioned that Belmod might be stronger than Beerus himself. Belmod's special technique is the imprisonment ball, which he used on the gods of destruction to attack them. When Liquire popped the ball and attacked Belmod with his Hakai blasts, Belmod was barely affected and only pretended to be injured. This tactic of faking his injuries, however, showed his willingness to run away from a fight. Number 1. Beerus, Universe 7. By virtue of reigning over Universe 7, Beerus is undeniably the most notable god of destruction Dragon Ball Super. And while Universe 7 isn't that particularly strong, that still hasn't stopped Beerus from being the strongest destroyer god around. Beerus has plenty of moves in his arsenal, such as a sealing technique, Hakai, and the powerful Super Saiyan form, Ultra Instinct. His Ultra Instinct allowed him to take on all the other gods of destruction, and he can also pull off a transformation with his destruction powers, which he later taught Vegeta. Beerus might be the most hated among his peers, but that hasn't stopped him from being all-powerful. That's all for today's. See you in a new video.